sim racing chassis provided by Next Level Racing. Check them out at nextlevelracing.com. Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Darren Ganji alongside John Sable, and we're here to present our 2015 Xbox One wheel buyer's guide. This is not going to be a review. It's not going to be a comparison. It's basically a buyer's guide to let you know what's available for the Xbox One so you can make a buying decision. And if you want to see reviews of each one of these wheels, we've done them all. You can look in our description. There's going to be links to all 5 wheels that we cover, so you can check those out for a review and make a comparison on your own. The only thing these wheels do not offer is headset support. If you're curious about that, you cannot plug a headset directly into any of these wheels. Basically what you need to do is plug your headset into your gamepad and have that sitting separate, and then you'll have that chat functionality.
We're looking at 5 wheels in this guide, one from Logitech, one from Fanatec, one from Catz, and 2 from Thrustmaster. And we're going to start off working from the least expensive to most expensive. So Darren said we reviewed all the wheels, but there's actually one we didn't, and that's the Thrustmaster Spider 458 wheel, and we're going to start with that one first. The Thrustmaster FERRARI 458 Spider Racing wheel was released in April of 2014 as an entry-level wheel for the Xbox One. It was the second wheel that Thrustmaster made available for the Xbox One following the release of the TX. It's a 7/10 replica of the real FERRARI 458 Spider steering wheel.
It's compatible only with the Xbox One. It retails for just under $100 and does not have force feedback.
It has a 1-year warranty in the US and 2 years in some European countries. 240 degrees of rotation with 4 adjustable presets for sensitivity. The mechanism is a bungee system that creates a center spring feel.
You can mount the wheel with a desk or table clamp. It's got an 11-inch or 28-centimeter in diameter rim made of plastic with rubber grips, and you cannot swap this rim out.
The 2 paddle shifters are metal and wheel mounted. It has 9 action buttons that include view and menu, a 2-position Manatino button, D-pad, plus Xbox guide button. It includes a 2-pedal set with throttle and brake with adjustable angle of inclination for each pedal, and we assume it can be hard mounted like the other Thrustmaster pedals.
So this is definitely an entry-level wheel. Again, no force feedback, no vibration, under $100. And honestly, we'd recommend you going with one of the other ones to take advantage of force feedback, and even on most of them coming up, cross-platform compatibility. So next up on the list we have the Thrustmaster TX FERRARI 458 Italia force feedback wheel. It was released in November of 2013 and was the first option available for the Xbox One. Originally, you could only get it with the officially licensed FERRARI 7/10 scale 458 Italia rim and 2-pedal set, but now it comes in a few different packages. You can buy the base on its own, or you can buy the integral set that comes with the T3 PA pedals and leather TM28 rim.
It's compatible with the Xbox One and PC. The retail base price is $259.99 up to $469.97 for the integral set. It does have force feedback.
Warranty is for 1 year in the US and 2 years in some European countries. It's got 900 to 270 degrees of adjustable rotation. The wheel resolution is 16 bits or 65,536 steps, and the pedals have 10 bits of resolution or 1024 steps.
It has a belt-driven mechanism. It features a brushless force feedback motor. It can be mounted via a desk or table clamp, or you can hard mount it.
It's got internal memory and upgradable firmware. The original rim size is 11 inches and 28 centimeters in diameter, made of plastic with rubber grips, or the integral rim is a TM28 leather, also 11 inches or 28 centimeters, made of metal with a full leather wrap, and the rims can be swapped.
The original paddle shifters are 4 inches or 10 centimeters tall and are made of metal and mounted to the wheel. The integral paddle shifters are 5 inches or 13 centimeters tall and are also mounted to the wheel. The original wheel features 8 action buttons that include view, menu, and an additional button on the base, 2-position Manatino button, D-pad, plus the Xbox guide button on the base. The integral wheel features 6 buttons, 3-positional rotary switch with push function in central position, D-pad, additional button on the base, and your Xbox guide button also on the base.
The original 2-pedal set comes with a throttle and brake that can be hard-mounted, and the integral 3-pedal set is the T3PA with progressive brake, known as the conical brake mod. Available options for the TX wheel include the T3PA or T3PA Pro pedals, T500 RS pedals. The TH8A shifter is also compatible. You can also use a set of Logitech or Fanatec pedals with an aftermarket adapter. All Thrustmaster rims are also compatible with this base, and there's 7 different ones to choose from. Currently they include the T500 RS rim, the T300 PS4 rim, the GTE rim, TM28 leather, 599 Evo Alcantara, the Ferrari F1, and the stock TX rim.
Now on to the Logitech G920. The G920 was released in September 2015, and it retails for $399 and is the first wheel and pedal set from Logitech to be released on the Xbox platform. It's an officially licensed Microsoft Xbox One product and features a 3-pedal set. Warranty is for 2 years. It's compatible on the PC and Xbox One, and it has force feedback.
900 degrees of rotation maximum, 16 bits of resolution or 65,536 steps in the wheel, 8 bits of resolution or 256 steps in the pedals. It has a dual motor helical gear drive system.
It can be mounted with the built-in clamp system, or it can be hard mounted. Has an 11-inch or 28-centimeter diameter rim made of metal with leather grip. This wheel cannot be changed out. 2 metal wheel-mounted sequential paddle shifters.
It's got 9 action buttons that include the Xbox One button and a D-pad. Comes with a 3-pedal set with progressive brake that have a carpet gripper or can be hard mounted.
The only option is the driving force shifter that retails for an additional $60. You can also use the G27 shifter and pedals with the base. So that brings a maxed out package for this wheel of just under $460.
Next up on the list is the Mad Catz Pro Force Feedback wheel, and it was released in August of 2014 and was the second force feedback option available for the Xbox One. It's only compatible with the Xbox One, and they were supposed to release a PC driver, but I guess they never got to it. It goes for $349, but seems to be pretty hard to find even at the Mad Catz website, and it does have force feedback.
In terms of warranty, we were unable to locate any information of that on their website. It features 900 or 270 degrees of rotation via a switch that can be changed. Wheel resolution and pedal resolution aren't listed as well.
The mechanism is a helical gear drive system, and force feedback has dual brushed motors. Mounting is via a desk or table clamp, and you can hard mount it. Also includes a lap rest.
It has internal memory and upgradable firmware. The rim is 10.5 inches or 26.5 centimeters in diameter and is made of aluminum with a suede wrap. The rim is swappable, but no other rims are available. The paddle shifters are 4-inch or 10 centimeters tall and are made of metal and mounted to the wheel. It also has 2 smaller analog paddles. It has 7 buttons that includes the Xbox One button, plus 4 buttons that act as the D-pad. It comes with a 2-pedal set with throttle and brake and can be hard mounted and also have carpet grips.
So this wheel seems to have been abandoned by Mad Catz. You can't, it's sold out at their website. Amazon's got one listed for over $600 from some outside vendor. They never came out with extra rims. They never came out with the PC driver. They said it was going to be PC compatible and the firmware was going to be upgradable. And it always has been a little overpriced. You know, if this was still available and about $200, it'd be a great entry-level wheel. But considering everything we just said, you probably should scratch this wheel off your list.
Yes.
So now up to the Fanatec CSW V2. John, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about it?
The Fanatec ClubSport Wheel V2 was originally released in late 2014, but you could only obtain it if you had one of the invite codes that was given to previous Fanatec product owners. The invite-only purchase method was lifted, and the V2 is now available to the general public. The CSW V2 starts at $599 for the base without any rims or pedals, and we'll get to the price of the full package after we tell you more about it.
Warranty on the V2 is for 2 years. It's the only wheel on this list that's compatible with the PC, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. It's got 900 to 270 degrees of rotation that's adjustable on the fly through the wheel's tuning menu. The wheel has 16 bits of resolution, or 65,536 steps. With a set of ClubSport V3 pedals plugged in, it has 10 bits of resolution, or 1024 steps in the pedals. All other pedals have 8 bits, or 256 steps.
It has a belt-driven force feedback mechanism. Force feedback motor is brushless. Mounting is via hard mount only or via optional table clamp that retails for $50. Internal memory and upgradable firmware.
You can get a 12-inch or 30-centimeter CSL rim, and it's their new budget wheel for this base and retails for $139. Has 12 buttons and a directional stick, has metal paddle shifters attached to the rim, and the rim is detachable using their basic quick release system.
You can also get the optional XBOXONE hub and use many different rims that you can purchase separately through Fanatec. The diameters all vary as they offer F1, GT, stock car, and even classic. You can also use any aftermarket rim that has a 70mm hole pattern. Paddle shifters are included in the XBOXONE hub.
Currently at Fanatec site, there are 2 pedal sets you can use with the ClubSport V2 wheel, the ClubSport V3s or the CSR pedals. The V3s retail for just under $300, and the CSRs, which we wouldn't recommend, are $79.95. You can also use G25, G27, or G29 pedals with an optional adapter. You would also be able to use the Fanatec CSR Elites or the original V1 or V2 ClubSport pedals if you can find them secondhand.
The options vary greatly with the base, and so does the price. On the low end, you could get the base for $600, the CSL rim for $139, and then $80 for the CSR pedals, and you would be at $820. On the high end, you can spend $1,300 if you get the XBOXONE hub along with one of the many rims available and the ClubSport V3 pedals.
Now let's get on to some final thoughts, and Fanatec is definitely at the top of the line in this group. And, you know, from $820 to $1,300, I mean, depending on how hardcore an Xbox One racer you are, maybe priced a little bit out of most people's range to just run Forza or Project Cars just on the Xbox One. Now, if you were to run on one of the other platforms or some of the other platforms like the PC, the PS4, or the PS3, this wheel makes more sense. But if you were just on the Xbox One, it's priced a little out of most people's range.
Yeah, this is a lot of money to spend on only a $300-400 Xbox.
Yep. So I would say one of the best, and let me know if you agree with this, John, one of the best bangs for the buck in this group is the TX. Because you have a lot of different options there. You can get the base, and then you can get any wheel you want. You can get the pedal set you want, or you can get the integral set, or you can get the original base set, which goes for what, about, I've seen it I think as low as $299. So I think that's probably the best bang for the buck in this group.
Yeah, I agree. I think performance-wise, we both prefer the TX a little more to the G920. 920 is a solid wheel, but the TX is just a little bit smoother, you get a little more resolution in the pedals. So performance-wise, prefer a little more. And then like you said, it's in that Thrustmaster universe that allows all these different pedals and the rims. And so it's just, in the long run, it's a lot more usable and a lot more bang for the buck.
I agree. And like John said, the G920 is a good option, but if I was just going to buy one just for Xbox One, I would lean towards the TX. Now, if I was buying one to do multi-platform, I would definitely consider the Fanatec setup. Now, another thing is with the TX, you know, now that Thrustmaster offers the bases alone, you could get the TX setup, and if you wanted to run on the PS4, you can get the T300 base servo base on its own, and you'd still be under the price of a Fanatec setup and be able to run all the same platforms. But the Fanatec setup is a higher end setup. Now, the other two on this list, I would just cross off the list. Unless you're at a, you have a really tight budget and you want the Spider, I would not go with that bungee mechanism. I would save up, another $150, a little bit more, and get the TX. The Mad Catz, it's just...
Good luck finding.
Yeah, good luck finding it, and I don't know what their support's like. We don't know what their warranty's like. They haven't stuck to what they said, they were going to do. Optional rims. I think they had really high hopes for this setup, but I got a feeling it didn't sell the way they were hoping, and I think Thrustmaster just blew them out of the water. So it seems to me like they've discontinued it, especially with Christmas coming and it's not available.
Yeah, not a good sign.
Right after Forza 6 was just released, and it's compatible with all those games. By the way, all these wheels are, as far as we know, are compatible with every title on the Xbox One, every racing title.
Yes.
People keep asking, are these wheels compatible with Need for Speed? No, none of them. So, any other things before we go? Any other thoughts?
No, I think that should give you guys a good idea of what's out there in Xbox land. And like we said, a lot of this is going to, depend on how much you want to spend. You can go really high in performance in a Fanatec and a really high price, or you can go something a little more in the medium for performance and price with the Thrustmaster TX, but plenty of options.
Yeah, if price isn't an issue, go with the Fanatec.
Yes.
You're going for a nice, good budget system, that does a great job, TX.
Yep.
So that's going to wrap things up for Inside Sim Racing. Thank you so much for watching. We'd appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe to us here on YouTube. For John Sable, I'm Darren Ganji. We'll see you guys next time.